Thank you, Mr. Farron Lawrence, our Master of Ceremonies, and who is the manager and operator of this facility that we are opening here. Well, the groundbreaking, for which we're having a groundbreaking ceremony here at this time. I want to recognize in particular those who are our government principal officers, the ministers of government who are here. I see in the background the Minister of Tourism and other things, the Honourable Richard Skerritt, and to apologize on behalf of my other ministers for the delay. We were in Cabinet and had to break really from Cabinet to be here. And permanent secretaries and other government officials, members of the business community in particular. I want to recognize the Anthony Kelsick in particular, as he was one who, from whom they bought the property and whom we were able to refer Dr. Montevassel to in order to get this project going. As Prime Minister, I want to emphasize of our two very special islands at this time of international certainty and regional difficulties. I emphasize that I'm very pleased to join with Mr. Farron Lawrence, the developer of Imperial Bay, and in fact everyone else who has gathered here this afternoon to mark the beginning of this very important undertaking. But in particular, I wish to showcase Mr. or Dr. I should say, Cyrus Montevassel, who is representing the main and principal investors and developers here in this particular project. It was just a few weeks ago, as you would remember, that we were standing on the opposite side of this hill to bring to the public's attention yet another multi-million-dollar investment initiated, as in this case, by locally born entrepreneurs. At that time, we were involved in the groundbreaking ceremony as well, or the relaunching, I would say, of the Golden Rock Commercial Park. And that is not what we are here, however, to discuss today. But instead, we want to bring the cemetery that I find so interesting. And so I could not help but commenting on the fact that here as there, we have multi-million-dollar projects moving forward. And that here as there, a few weeks ago, they're both being led by our own sons of the soil, by astute and experienced businessmen who are adept at risk management and who know that St. Kitts and Nevis is a great place to invest, and that the vision and the expertise at the helm of this nation is sound and is strong, and that great things are happening and will continue to happen here in our Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. It was also only a few weeks ago I had the opportunity to walk the beaches of what will become the Koi Resort and Development, which really is taken neighbor to this very site that we would be launching today. Who know, in other words, what the representatives from the World Bank and other international financial institutions who were gathered here for the recent Caribbean Growth Forum stated very clearly to all assembled that even in this time of global tumult and uncertainty, international business confidence in St. Kitts and Nevis remains exceptionally strong. I believe that there is need to give an applause to our investors and developers in particular, and the business community in general in this federation for the kind of continuing business development that we are seeing during this particular period of challenge. Today, I want to again identify and highlight the principal development partners of Imperial Bay. And they are, in fact, the Beach and Golf Residences Limited, led mainly and represented today by Dr. Cyrus Montevassal, whom I had the opportunity and the privilege of meeting for the first time just about 5 years ago in the United Arab Emirates, as I was traversing that country and going on to, must have been, to the Commonwealth Heads of Government Conference in Kampala a few years ago. He was encouraged to become a citizen of our country. And he did make a primary investment. But later on, again, I encouraged him and his partners to do a secondary investment here in our country. And in fact, we are so very pleased that today we are having the groundbreaking ceremony of a project that, again, I was involved in launching just in December of last year in Abu Dhabi. This very important and impressive Imperial Bay Beach and Golf Residences here in St. Kitts and Nevis in Connery. I also wish to commend this afternoon Mr. Farron Lawrence, who is going to be mainly managing and operating this particular project, and one who has built a very sterling reputation for himself in the field of business and finance. And we're very pleased that he has chosen to apply those skills right here in St. Kitts and Nevis, both for his own well-deserved benefit, as well as for the benefit of the countless individuals who will enhance their revenue streams as workers, as contractors, as subcontractors, as service providers, and so on, during the construction phase of this particular project. Beneficiaries further into the future, of course, will be those goods and service providers whose business interest will be advanced and enhanced by the mere existence of Imperial Bay for years and indeed for decades to come. I want to say to Farron that we have watched him with interest as he has conceived of and developed one real estate project after another over the years, each one yet another tribute to our own outstanding insights and capabilities in the worlds of business and finance. And so we are very pleased that, Farron, you have once again conceived of yet another means of stimulating economic activity in this, our own federation. While at the same time enhancing the vibrancy and appeal of this country that we all love and we call our home. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to be here and to look forward to working with you to ensure that this development produces for the government and the people of St. Kitts and Nevis the benefits of which we know it is capable. God bless you. Thank you very, very much.